All right, what's up, y'all? We're gonna be checking out A1 from the 9 with the Edmonton Freestyle. And then we go with the A1 from the 9 too. Just from the whole music video from A1 from the 9 to Edmonton Freestyle. So, especially when it comes to this one right here with the whole music video from A1 from the 9.
Recoil mix this boat.
Runs on the up block, but I can't see no. I'm not Edmonton. I'm not Edmonton.
What happened there? Ain't no way that was A1. That's crazy to see the whole thing, but hey, that's true, especially with the whole thing.
Recoil mix this boat.
Runs on the up block, but I can't see no ups. And I'm six of pussy over outside.
Don't get me on hots, bullets gon' fly at the Glock. From young I done ran down most of the ops and I put black blades in tops. Don't talk about war, you can't name one man's loss.
Ooh, don't talk about war. You can't name one man's loss. Hey, they didn't piss him off too, especially with the whole thing, especially how everything else went too in there. Man. But hey, that can really happen to anybody, especially with the whole thing, especially you getting jumped like something like that. I don't know what was going on there, but something. But especially with the whole thing, like, hey, now we finna hear the real lyrics since everything else played a part in the beginning. So especially with this, because a lot of people don't know that when you come from a situation like that, like that's a different like part of Miss. Like he finna hop out. He just finna just be on some killy type of moment.
Don't get me on hots, bullets gon' fly at the Glock. From young I done ran down most of the ops and I put black blades in tops. Don't talk about war, you can't name one man's loss. From young we done bullied up all of the ops until we went Joe and stopped, they know. Man bully the ops in Joe, you know how much man a man touched? Niggas know what I'm on, I pull up with sign that's long. I pull up with 4 longs, and if I hop out it's long. I ain't tryna give man.
Ooh, and it's that hop out is long. Hey, so you know what extended, not extended. Those extended knives, man, them things be longer than you. Like, but man, as I hop out, you know I'm hopping out with something long, like for sure.
I pull up with 4 longs, and if I hop out it's long. I ain't tryna give man no average boot, and I'm tryna get my man gone. All that cap in your rap, but what the fuck's my man done? Nothing. All the reason why you get views, all the clear on my man's son. Let's talk about that shit, man. Niggas know what my 9 is on. Get a drop, might fry someone, get a drop, might put up my man's drum. Don't get me on hots, pellets gon' fly at the dots. From young I done ran down most of the ops and I put black blades in tops. Don't talk about war, you can't name one man's loss. From young we done bullied up all of the ops until we went Joe and stopped, they know. Man bullied the ops in Joe, you know how much man a man touched? Niggas know what I'm on, I pull up with something that's long. I pull up with 4 longs, and if I hop out it's long. I ain't tryna give man no average boot, and I'm tryna get my man gone. Only L that I took in the streets was when I 14 and we spun right back. Gang circle the ops, then stopped till sign got splashed. I know what man finna.
Man, hey, this one right here, this one getting real spooshily. But I see what it's coming to too, especially with the whole thing. But I see what it's coming to too, trying to get man gone, everything else too. Especially when it just comes to that split and everything else in that, man, it'd be just it just be a whole just thing going, especially when you up in there, like you in the streets. Anything can happen in the streets, cause It's the streets. Like, what is the streets for? The streets is for to get a lot of people get touched in different type of areas. I feel like you gotta just play your part when you really connected and up in the streets with it.
And if I hop part, it's long. I ain't tryna give man no average boot, and I'm tryna get my man gone. Only L that I took in the streets was when I 14 and we spun right back. Gang circle the ops, then stopped till sign got splashed. I know a man finna cause I got ripped in his face on a war with a gang. And the fuck thing is that he raps, but that nigga ain't got back. Feds don't want A1 in the ends cause back. Gang circle the ops, then stopped till sign got splashed. I know a man finna cause I got ripped in his face on a war with a gang.
Oof, man got ripped in his face trying to war with gang. Hey, imagine a blade just hitting, ripping your whole scalp off. Like, man, that gotta be the most painfulest thing ever. But man, ripped in the face, trying to do the war with the gang. Like, hey, especially with everything else too. Like, that's how you know it's deep too, especially with the whole thing. Like, but you never know what comes into those pieces.
I know a man finna cause I got ripped in his face on a war with a gang. And the fuck thing is that he raps, but that nigga ain't got back. Feds don't want A1 in the ends cause when we get drops we're taping that. I grew up round killers, dealers, youth that was blazing man. When I had in-house beef in the green it was peak. Two got chinged in a week. I grew up round killers, dealers, youth that was blazing man. When I had in-house beef in the green it was peak. Two got chinged in a week. All of that dirt on my name, yes, cap, but I'ma just leave that shit to the streets. Whether it's in-house or out-house, you know that I'm winning my beef. Put a hand on my head, man's putting that shit to sleep. All of this
For sure, especially with this beat. Hey, he's still winning. At the end of the day, he's still counting. He's still winning the whole thing. Came from his thing. He put his side on it. He put his whole side on it and explained it and went from there. And he came. He's going up from there. Like, can't really say he ain't this, he ain't that, he ain't no square. Like, he came from his point, his review, and everything else too. And then, so hey, especially with the whole thing, you coming from that paint.
I got ripped in his face on a war with a gang. And the fuck thing is that he raps, but that nigga ain't got back. Feds don't want A1 in the ends cause when we get drops we're taping that. I grew up round killers, dealers, youth that was blazing man. When I had in-house beef in the green it was peak. Two got chinged in a week. All of that dirt on my name, yes, cap, but I'ma just leave that shit to the streets. Whether it's in-house or out-house, you know that I'm winning my beef. Put a hand on my head, man's putting that shit to sleep. All of this secret beef, I'm outside, man, can't wait till we meet. Keep telling them talk is cheap, but they keep on spending it all on my queen. I ain't buying no drip this year. Yeah, I'm spending it all on machines. Need an extender with a beam. Need a switch on the back of the key. I can't smile till I up on the score. Even with these VVs on my teeth. I got bags, but I need me some more. So I'm whipping it up in the tea. I got tea, I got coffee. You ain't tryna catch your body, joke man. Get out the ride, I'm sorry. You ain't tryna ride for your Donny, joke man. You should've stayed in Coddy. You ain't tryna ride for your Donny, joke man. Get out the ride, I'm sorry.
Man, that's pressure. That's pressure right there. Hey, I was messing with this one right here though. It had a whole thing, it had a whole line to it. You gotta really just pay attention to actually know what's going on, especially with this. Especially from the beginning, I didn't really understand what was going on, but now that I see, like, hey, this is more deeper than that, especially with the whole thing. But I see where A1's coming from. Like I said, we all take our losses and stuff like that too. Everyone is gonna get caught like or zip miss. So it's like, can't really blame the whole thing. But especially from A1 from 9, he went brazy on this, especially from that freestyle and everything else too. So this one definitely just took curve to the spot. But he, especially with the whole point and everything else too, people be proving their point and everything else too. But everyone else got a different type of point. So it's like, it's just one side. As you really look at it, because everyone's just gonna come from this side, or it's gonna be all trizzy, all whatever. But especially from the A1 from the 9 to the freestyle to everything else too, and then just coming from this one right here. But make sure you guys comment and like